In politics, a betrayal is a form of political backstabbing and a trampling of political ideals. Days after losing the Senate presidency to Godswill AKpabio, former governor of Zamfara state Abdulaziz Yari is still hurting. He says he was betrayed big time. According to him, he had over 76 senators behind him, even as he expected 15 of them to pull out, which would have left him with a comfortable 61 votes to nick the office for him. Now, Senator AKpabio garnered 63 votes to become the number 3 man in the country, while Senator Yari got 46. But Senator Yari should know that political betrayal is always from within, and then in politics, you lick your wounds silently. You did.
You've chosen to lick it publicly.
Okay. And it's about choices.
It hurts you the most when you let the world know that you are hurting. Sometimes, when you simply take it on the chin, they won't know the extent to which you are hurting. And it's actually lend himself to some measure of taunting by what he has done.
Yeah.
No, because when
it was avoidable.
When they know that it pains you, like when we were in the university, when you lose an election, people will, stand by their windows,
looking
screaming your name.
Face.
They say, "Oh, Babajide, born loser." So the best thing to do is just walk away.
Yeah.
If you show them that it makes you sad when they call you born loser, you've just lost an election.
Yeah.
But they will be calling you born loser just for losing an election. They do not know that you can still win the next election if you get an opportunity. But they will start calling you born loser from that first day. So
your test begins from there.
At that point, you start thinking of the next election. Let me show these people that I'm not a born loser. And then you contest again. We've seen people contest 3 elections, even in the university, and lose all 3. No, not everybody has the Abraham Lincoln capacity. So Yari was coasting home to victory. I said it on this program. And at the time when people like Aliun Dume were saying they had 75 votes, they didn't realize that the table could suddenly turn. The table flipped suddenly, and Yari was the man to beat. Clearly the man to beat until election day, when the president personally stepped in. I know someone that Asiwaju met with 3 times within 48 hours just to get him.
Regarding that vote?
Yes, 3 times. And another person, what Asiwaju literally blackmailed him.
Wow.
They were talking about one person and he said, someone with them said, this one has stepped down. Then Asiwaju looked at the other one and said, yes, this one too has told me that he has stepped down. There was no time that the guy said so. But you can't tell the president that, look, Mr. President, I have not stepped down. I didn't tell you.
So subtle blackmail?
Yes. It's part of, the man is full of those tricks. And he knew that if he didn't wade in, Yari will win the election easily. On election day, ask those senators. They counted, they did their head count. They knew they had just 50 votes. 50 people. It was Asiwaju that did what the Americans call get out the vote. Get out the vote is what you do on election day. Many people on election day, they are lazy. You have to go the extra mile to push them out. Tell them this is the day. Go and vote. Asiwaju was literally, when they had 50 people, they knew with 50 they could not win. Asiwaju was literally walking to those guys, bringing them closer, getting them to commit to AKpabio, and then sending them straight to where the AKpabio team was gathered.
Wow.
So many people, you see the story of how AKpabio won this election, many people will never know. Unless you speak with the people within the AKpabio team themselves, who were terrified on election day. seeing clearly that they were going to lose. What I'm talking about, 4 a.m., 5 a.m., they were still working on some of the senators.
And you can imagine when...
so when Yari says he feels betrayed, it was because he thought it was all sewn up.
Yeah.
And then the people that he trusted, at the end of the day, Mr. President stepped in and got them to change their minds. It's as simple as that. This is politics. These things happen.
Oh, yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
you have to be ready for betrayal if you are in politics. AKpabio too has every reason to feel betrayed because at a point he thought that, look, we had this sewn up.
Oh, yeah.
But suddenly the momentum changed. And I was saying that, look, unless the president stepped in powerfully, Yari was going to take it. Because religion was deployed, ethnicity was deployed, everything, money. So it took the big man to say, look, I've supported my party. And the choice of the party
Prevails.
And that's what happened at the end of the day. So you win some, you lose some.
In politics.
Yes, Yari has to take it on the chin. There will be other elections.
Take the first statement you made. You lick your wounds secretly.
Lick it in privacy.
In the bedroom. Wale, you know, my thinking is this. Yari is northwest.
Northwest.
The Northwest has the number 4 and number 5 positions. So to have had a Yari would have been an overkill. Or don't you think?
I think the highest consideration was for the stability of the political system. The Southwest has number 1 citizen, Northeast number 2. It
South.
Logical that the number 3 should come to the South, not Southwest, either South or Southeast. And I think looking at the individuals involved, South happens to be the logical sequence, in consideration. If we are talking about Northwest, the president that left just a few weeks ago came from the Northwest. So I think for the higher order of peace and stability, I think that was what happened, is good for stability and prosperity. When Yari is talking about his betrayal, it's not really betrayal, it's the power to negotiate. It's horse trading. And when you are in politics, the color of a man's teeth does not reflect the color of his heart. Neither does the expression on the man's face speaks to the, the thinking, in his subconsciousness. So Yari should be aware of that. Until the last minute.
You remember the 48 laws of power?
Yeah.
Law number 3, don't show your hand too soon.
As it is in war, so it's also in politics. In fact, politics is an extension of war. So it should not be strange to him that until the last minute, you cannot be sure of anything.
Yeah.
So I don't see it as betrayal. It's just, part of life. It's part of politics. So
and betrayal in this case will come from the inside.
Of course.
When he's talking about betrayal, he had an inner team. Some of them from his ethnicity and all that. There are things I don't want to say here. That he felt that when push comes to shove, we believe in the same dream. We are thinking the same way. We are singing from the same hymnal. He will never expect that some of those people will go back. And Asiwaju would rather target such people because he knows that once he gets those people, he will have the numbers to defeat the opponent. And that's what the man did.
Well, so to Senator Abdulaziz Yari, there's always a next time. Wish you well.